Howdy folks, and I come to you today with some bad news, unfortunately. And on this edition of Rustled Jimmies, we have a rather unfortunate headline. Maryland officers serving red flag gun removal order fatally shoot armed man. Anne Arundel County Police arrived at the house at 5:17 a.m. to remove guns from the home under a new law that temporarily allows for the seizure of firearms if a person shows red flags that they are a danger to themselves or others, CBS Baltimore reports. These cops show up at 5:17 a.m. to pick up a guy's guns? That's not a red flag to somebody? What the fuck? Anyway, continuing. A man later identified by police as 61-year-old Gary Willis answered his door with a gun in his hand. Anne Arundel County Police Sergeant Jacqueline Davis said. Sergeant Davis said the man put the gun down, but then, according to a police press release, Willis became irate when officers attempted to serve the order. Yeah, no shit. Willis picked up the weapon again, a fight ensued over the gun, and a shot was fired, Davis said. The first shot didn't strike anyone, but the officers then fatally shot the man, Sergeant Davis said. Also no shit. It wasn't clear why the red flag order was issued. A spokesman for the Maryland Judiciary denied a request from the Baltimore Sun to release protection order requests associated with a home, citing the law which states that orders are confidential unless a court rules otherwise. Michelle Willis, the man's niece, told the Baltimore Sun that one of her aunts requested the protective order against Willis, but she declined to say why. Now, aside from that, we don't know all that much. It sounds like the police talked to him a couple days ago, but it doesn't. The way this went down, it doesn't seem like he was particularly aware that they would come and take his guns. Probably especially not at 5:17 in the morning. I'll try to keep abreast of this as it develops, but so far, that's about all we know. What I do know is that this law has only been on the books for about a month, and 114 warrants have already been served since it went into effect, and of those, somebody's already died. And this is a law that was supposedly designed to prevent people from dying. Now, of these 114 people, how many of them were going to go out and kill themselves or others? We don't know. If they're out to kill themselves, honestly, it's their business. I don't condone it, but a man should ultimately have control over his own life. The problem is that laws like this will undoubtedly snare up innocent people. And these innocent people undoubtedly don't want their guns taken. So when you send police in to take guns from people who don't want them to be taken away, you're going to wind up with dead people. And that's not okay. And quite frankly, it astounds me that there's people that don't see this. I think it's up to like 12 states now, I could be wrong, but something like that, have thought that this is a good idea. It just blows my mind. Anyway. At least in Maryland, the people that can petition to get guns removed are law enforcement, a health professional, a spouse or family member, somebody the person is dating or has children with, or a current or formal legal guardian. That's a large swath of people that could have grudges against you, and that's part of the crux of the problem. And you might be thinking, well, good Snake, why don't they put rules in effect to prevent lying? And they do. The problem is, a lot of the times they're not going to know if somebody's lying until well after the police have come and bashed somebody's door in. And the other problem is you're going to get people reporting other people who don't know they're lying. In a day where you have people that legitimately think the NRA is a terrorist organization, they might be very well completely correct in their mind that just because you have a stockpile of firearms means you're a direct threat to society, and they're going to try and get your guns taken away from you. I guarantee you that will happen if it hasn't happened already. And in the intervening time, you have some poor innocent civilians who, for weeks or months or days or however long it takes to get their guns back, completely devoid of their ability to protect themselves or their family. All the while being exposed to an additional threat from the police when they come knocking on their door. And that's absolutely unacceptable. That's how people will die. It's already happened once, apparently. It could happen again. It probably will happen again. Mark my fucking words. It's a huge problem. If your state is trying to get these gun laws passed, you have to do anything you can to stop it. this is a direct threat to both your life and your freedoms. Anyway, I'll try to get content out more than once every 4 months or whatever. I really do apologize about that. I've just been going through a lot of various changes with my job and all that, so it's been kind of hectic. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Ciao.